Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Izzat and today I'll be presenting together with another three presenters, Sister Diyanah, Brother Ariff and also Sister Norwahidah. Our topic for today is Semiotic analysis, politeness in 100 plus advertisement. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. First of all, allow me to introduce the material that is being used in this analysis, which is a TV commercial by 100 plus entitled 100 Ikhlas Setulus 100 plus. The commercial was published for public view in year 2019 in conjunction with the Ramadan festival, which is one of the biggest festivals celebrated by the Muslim community in Malaysia. The 2 minutes TV commercial features two famous local actors, Mira Filzah and Hairul Azrin, who play as a nurse and a firefighter serving a family involved in a car crash. Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu reported in Sahih Muslim, when there comes the month of Ramadan, the gates of mercy is opened and the gates of hell are locked and the devils are chained. Hence, Muslims are encouraged to do good deeds and be at their best behavior throughout the holy month, which becomes the reason why sincerity and open-heartedness are taken as a theme for the commercial. Sincerity and open-heartedness? Isn't that a form of politeness? Let's find out. Sign number 1 at timestamp 0136. Take a look at this bath map of sign functioning. Denotatively, we can see a firefighter kneel down when talking to a child. The denotation produces some connotations on the second tier. When Hafiz knelt down, he was actually moving to the child's eye level before initiating conversation. It points to the value of humbleness, equality, and acceptance. We use these connotations to interpret the sign in the third tier. The scene indicates the act of bridging gaps and removing psychological barriers between an adult and a child. According to Harrelson 2019, moving to the eye level lets children know that you are paying attention to them and makes them feel less threatened. Therefore, it is obvious that Hafiz was showing awareness and considering the child's face, which suits George Yule's definition of politeness. Passing the floor to Sister Diyanah.
Hi, I'm Diyanah and I'm going to talk about this particular part of the video.
Terima kasih, Kak. Terima kasih, Abang.
So I'm going to analyze the clip based on this table. As we could see, the signifier here would be the act of saying thank you. So in this context, a grandfather and his granddaughter thank the civil servant for helping them. So this signified appreciation towards these people, even though they know that it is the civil servant's duty to save and help the public. So this could also be accepted as the act of being polite in our culture. So the act of saying thank you signified politeness. Saying thank you in our culture is actually normal, but what makes it unique in Malaysia? Now, I am going to relate this with our own experience. So to me, the act of saying thank you in Malaysia is pretty unique because we Malaysians love to reply a thank you with a thank you instead of you're welcome in certain context. For instance, when we are at the cashier counter, I admit not everybody does this, but most Malaysians practice this. So we will reply a thank you with a thank you just like this meme right here. So this could be proved by all these tweets on Twitter. And it's actually good to see how thank you signified the Malaysians' polite behavior. And suddenly, this act of saying thank you has become an identity of Malaysia. For example, based on this tweet, it says Yuna is so Malaysian because she replied thank you with a thank you. And this tweet, where we could see the difference between foreigner and a local people in responding to the thank you. Do you do this too? If yes, feel free to comment in the chat box. I think that's all from me and I'm going to pass this floor to my other groupmates. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Ariff and I will be presenting the next sign. But first, let's take a look at the video, shall we?
Terima kasih di atas bantuan dan jagaan anda berdua. Sesungguhnya, anggota awam ialah wira masyarakat dan negara. Terima kasih. Ikhlas.
Okay, here we can see that the signifier is two non-mahram sitting separately from each other. In this context, the signifier is about the grandfather inviting the civil servants who helped him and his granddaughter to his house during Hari Raya. It is noted that the civil servants sit separately from each other. They signified appropriateness and politeness to Malay's culture. So let me explain why it signified that. In Malay culture, inviting someone to our house after that help us is an act to show our gratefulness and also our courtesy. Furthermore, it is also polite for the receiver to accept the invitation. as a way to show respect towards the inviter. In this scene, we can also see that the civil servants sit separately as it is viewed as inappropriate in both Malay and Muslim culture for two opposite gender that are not related to each other to sit together. So, why is it considered inappropriate? Well, since Malays are predominantly Muslim, the teaching of Islam plays a huge role in shaping their beliefs. The separation between two opposite gender who are not related to each other is made to avoid gossiping from other party and to avoid suspicion of immoral acts between them, especially for Malays whose culture are tightly knit onto the relationship with the community. And so, gossiping and suspicion may cause them to lose face, which in turn will affect their standing inside of their community. Therefore, the act of separating them are actually an act of politeness, as we are trying to save their face and to protect them from the negative perception of public. That is all for me. I will pass the floor to the next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ariff. I am Wahida, and I will continue with the last part of the presentation. Alright, in this table, we can see the picture where the child is kissing the civil servant's hands, or femininely we call as salam cium tangan. The act of salam cium tangan is a form of handshakes given by the younger ones to the older people. It is a gesture in which you hold someone's hands and kiss them. In Malaysia, this culture only exists among the Malays, and to confirm this, I also asked my Chinese and Indian friends, and they guaranteed that this culture is not a part of their practice. This is because the majority of Malays are Muslim, and our culture is very much influenced by our religion, and salam cium tangan is an act of respect given by the younger generations to the elders in Islam, and it is considered as a form of politeness. For example, we will always kiss our parents' hands before going to school, and if we do not do so, it will be considered rude. It demonstrates how deeply ingrained this culture in Malay's culture. Moreover, this act is also significant because it shaped the attitude of the younger generations. They learn how to show respect for other people, which will influence how the younger ones will behave when interacting with them. Now, looking back at the table, we can see the child kissing the hands of the civil servant. She is thanking them for serving her and grandfather, as well as expressing her respect and appreciation for them. In this particular scene, the act of salam cium tangan signified politeness. However, I am fully aware that not everyone feels comfortable with their hands being kissed, and it is totally fine. The act of salam, or the usual handshake, is already enough to express our respect toward others. To conclude the presentation, there are many signs that signify politeness that can be found in the 100 Ikhlas Setulus 100 Plus advertisement by FNN. We believe these signs are used to address many aspects of culture and politeness to fulfill the needs of the multiracial audiences in Malaysia. That's all for my group. Thank you and have a good day.